What is up, y'all? It is Saturday, the 6th, and I don't know where my tripod went. There it is. Yeah, I'm in a really good mood today. Don't know why. Um, it is day 6 of 75 hard, and yeah, things are just going much better. Not necessarily in terms of the challenge itself. Um, today was pretty mediocre in terms of the actual challenge. I I just finished up my second workout, which was in here with some 20-pound dumbbells. Just doing the exercises, just cranking them out. My first workout of the day was a big old power walk, with a little bit of stretching, which is it's a bit of a stretch in terms of calling it a workout, but it's what we're gonna do. Man, I'm so burpy today. But I just finished my reading. Just finished posting some videos, and I'm getting ready to go to bed here in a second. Today was a good day. Yeah, I wasn't nearly in my head. Oh, hello, Mr. Leo. To the degree that I have been the last couple of days. All right, Mr. Leo, you gotta give me some space. You gotta give me some space. I'm filming. The last couple of days have been, especially days like 3 and 4. 5 and 6 have been much better, but 3 and 4 were like heavy self-doubt, self-criticism. Like, what are you doing? Just getting in my head, and like, because I'm doing this right now to basically, I'm working to overcome a lot of insecurities that I have around just like putting whatever out there. And yes, Mr. Leo. Um, and yeah, I realized that I like working towards something, and this having a direction in which I am moving is very helpful for me and the way that my brain works. I don't do well with rest, and that's fine. Like, I enjoy working towards things. Like, that's what I like to do. That's what I want to do. And this is something that I want to work towards. I want to work towards being a more centered person. I want to work towards being a more authentic person online, and towards inspiring people to do the same, and advocating for things that I care about, and sharing more of myself in my life. Like, those are things that I want to do, and learning to be okay with that. In all of the like rawness and form, like the whatever form it takes, yeah, which is, it's kind of a foreign concept in some ways, um, but also like, dude, it's so funny. Nobody gives a shit. Like, like doing this, I was expecting. I don't know what I was expecting, but I think there was more of me just being like, oh, people are gonna think I'm like whatever. Nobody gives a fuck. People don't care. They just don't. And most of the time, like, if people do care, it tends to be very positive. Um, or at least those are the people that I keep in my life. You know. Um, so yeah, dude. Anyway, days 3 and 4 tough. 5 and 6 much better. I got to, probably part of it was, last night. Part of the reason I didn't make this video is because last night I went to a dance class with my brother Jeremy. It's the first dance class we've been to in a while, and it was a blast, dude. It was a blast. Definitely want to go back. Ideally, hit up another one with my boy Jeremy. But even if not, I'd go on my own. Like, those are so much fun, and yeah, it's just cool being back in that environment a little bit. And then after that, I went and spent time with my bunch of my acting friends from. I took a year-long conservatory last year, and 11 months technically. It ended in November, but started January of last year, and so we got really close. There were 12 of us originally, and then one of us had to leave the country. She actually got deported. But then it was the 11 of us, and then 10 of us we had a bit of a falling out with one of our crewmates, I guess, conservatory mates. But yeah, we had a really good time last night, and I got to tell all my acting friends about what it was like being on a reality show, and yeah, it was a blast. I forget the degree to which I am a little bit of a social butterfly until I go and spend time with friends, and that like rejuvenates me. Um, so yeah, dude. Yeah, I don't know. It left me in a good headspace today. And like today was slow. Um, this boy is just begging. He's just over here begging. Big old dramatic boy. But yeah, left me in a good headspace today. And yes, Mr. Liu. Yeah, I don't know. It makes me hopeful. I always problem with my brain. Every time I get into a good headspace, I'm like, oh, I can take on fucking everything. We can do everything, which has its pros and cons. I'm very optimistic, just as a person, and I kind of skimp out a little bit on the realism side of things. So it makes normal days tougher when you're like, oh, I have to actually, all right, Mr. Liu, I need some space. You got back up. Get back up. I know, buddy. But yeah, it makes the actual execution of things tough. But today was one of those hopeful days. But it was a more relaxing day. And relaxing in that there wasn't a whole lot of time pressure for me to do things, but I was still like filming basically all day. Because, like I said, I don't do super well with rest. But yeah, it was good. I don't know. We got to see, Lily had a friend come over. Friend's name's Sophia. Sophia's parents, Rambo and Elena, we become very good friends with them. And Taylor, Lily, Sophia, and Elena spent a lot of time together, and then they all came over here, and so we spent a lot of time together talking with them. And yeah, a lot of social time with people we like. And also afterwards, it just like, we had time to chill out a little bit more, and it always makes me happy, and I really like spending time with Taylor. Like, I love her very much, and I'm very happy in our relationship. And it's easy to forget that when you're just like in the day-to-day and there's a lot of things going on and you're under time pressure or whatever. Mr. Leo. But on days like today, you have the time to just like sit there and actually like think about it, which is nice. I'm very blessed. But yeah, dude, I'm excited to get back into school. I don't know how this next year is going to play out. It could go one of a couple ways. Well, one, I'm going to finish my degree. I'm for sure going to finish it. Depending on how socials do, like when the show comes out and with me changing up content and just the output of, and me being more real and connecting with people way more, if socials pop off, that may be the direction that I go towards the end of the year. I may still end up getting an engineering job post-graduating, just either for the security or because I find an organization that I really like. Or depending on how things pan out, I may end up continuing on for either master's or PhD. I have a good friend of mine, actually two good friends of mine, who are in the PhD program at UT, who I was actually doing undergrad with the first time I was there. One of them, his name's Andrew, and he and I have been close for a number of years, and he's doing research with actually NASA, which is really fucking cool. And my other friend David, he and I have known each other for a while, but we really only became close in the last year. And he's doing a lot of research on wearables. They're both working on their PhDs at UT's engineering program, both within mechanical engineering, which is my specialty, or rather my major. But it's cool. They're both really happy in the program. They both really like it and highly recommend it. So, depending on how the year plays out, and depending on how everything happens and where I'm at the end of the year, we'll see. That may be a direction I end up going. I may end up going more engineering, just in terms of like more of the traditional engineering route. May end up going more like just leaning more heavily into socials and acting, but it kind of just all depends on how the next year goes. A lot happens in a year. We tend to take on a lot, but it's good. I like the pace. My mom's like this too. We are like motion addicts. Like she and I definitely got this from her. Like we can't stay still. But it has its pros and cons. My mom and I are very uncomfortable with rest, but at the same time we do a lot and we enjoy doing a lot. And that was something I was actually talking about with Taylor today because she enjoys like taking time and moving a little slower, and I was like, that's fine. Like I move more than enough for the both of us. I was like, you want rest and rest makes me uncomfortable, so let me not rest and you rest. And that'd be perfect. So yeah. Anyway, good day. We'll see how the week goes. Peace. Good night.